Hello everyone. Welcome back to a beautiful little live stream. After the excitement of the last 3 days. But I've got work to do. I've got to get back to the top 50 and I slipped a little bit down to 79th. So that's no good. And there are loads of people above me. So let's get back to it and play 7-point normal with my face slightly cut off in the camera. Hopefully sound is okay. So always the usual. Actually stake aggressive, I think. And then wait for an opponent. Let's see who we get. Let's see who we get. I don't know why it's so cut off there. But everything's fine. The stream signal is excellent. That's good. But we're still waiting for an opponent. Who are we gonna get? 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 Well, it's not matching with anyone. It's still searching. Look. Oh, here we go. We've got someone. Vi36. That's Ernst Kumin. Oh, look, they've updated it. Now it says star member to indicate we're both star members. And so we're off. He rolled 6-4. He made the 2-point. Okay. And then he rolled a 3-1. But obviously I'm going to hit that. And there's no better 5 really than 13-8 because I'm not going to play 11-6. So he's going to hit back. Happily. Again a forced play. He's got a better board than me. Oh, he just double switches immediately. The first player I saw was actually hitting loose and doubles and switching. But this must be better. But happy to come in with 2. So perhaps he should come out and he's obviously going to hit. But anyway, I'm delighted to make the 22. I think that puts me close to being a favorite. And I wonder how likely he is to play the checker in to the 23 to safety it. I prefer this. It duplicates some 4s. I can hit twice if I want. I suppose I should. It's not too dangerous. Obviously, if your opponent rolls a double from the bar, then you regret having made that. But now he only comes in with 1. I'm happy, but I'm not happy enough to double, I don't think. Pretty obvious, isn't it? But backgammon is a game of checking. Now we can make the bar, which is important because we're leaving ourselves vulnerable to being hit with 6s from the 1 point. Well, this isn't so easy because we can just come round like this. But having said that, the checker on the 22 point isn't in danger. And this is a big improvement, but not necessarily a necessary improvement. So let's all calm down, go back to the start. Well, I suppose the first 2 are going to be these, and then this is obviously good, but I'm not sure how necessary it is. Good morning, Jeff. Good morning. Okay, so this is 4 First glance, probably not a double. So my instinct isn't to double, but let's just see what's happening here. He's running out of time significantly. So let's just say I roll like a 5-2 and I come round to the 11 point. What's going to happen? What if he rolls a 6-5? His position's basically destroyed. And if I roll a 4-2 or a 4-3 even, yeah, this has got to be, could even be a big pass. I mean, I can't remember what happened to the sequence. Well, I rolled the double 6 and then I can't remember what he came in with. But it seems that what I roll isn't as important as what he rolls. Whatever I roll isn't going to be too bad. So he just takes. This is a bit awkward. So one play is just this. Downside is that if he does manage to hit me with 7s and 8s on the 9 point, then he gets to escape. Obviously, this is one play too. And then being hit isn't so bad because he doesn't get to escape. And then there's also something like this, which is not ridiculous. Wow, I need more time. I'm probably going to go with the 3 point. If I get hit with 6s on the 18, it's not great. He gets to have a builder on the 18. In fact, I'm swaying towards this. So it's 3-5-2-5. It's quite a few shots. 3-5-2-5-2-6. 1-6, 8 shots. It's kind of a lot of shots. This puts the checkers past the point that I really want to make. It kind of makes the checkers on the 6 point redundant. I'm going to have to do something. Really don't know. I really don't know. I wonder what Jeff would do. I mean, this is much prettier. So on this roll, we can see how happy I am that I didn't make the other play, because now I'm just very likely to improve to a 5 prime. And okay, well, and nothing. That's fine. So I got 5 prime with perfect configuration of spares. My 6s don't come out, which is the only bad thing. Don't know about the last 2 here. That's good. I'm pleased you were with my play. I wonder why I liked it too, really. I preferred 18-9. Really not sure. With the 4, I think usually to make use of the spare is the most efficient thing to do. So I play it from 5-1. Now, if I did that, I think I would leave some awkward numbers. Although this is admittedly a little bit awkward. It leaves a bad 6-5, I think, and a bad... Oh, 1, 2... Oh, no, I didn't want to do that. I think I just keep the prime. I'm not 100% sure. So the 5, very beneficial for me that he doesn't get to play the 5 out. He has to burn it to the ace point. Leaves a shot, but he's got a burnt check. It's not the end of the world. What is it, a given that I guess it is, that we just leave the shot on the 6 point. Yep. Remake the 3 point. I leave another shot. Again, like, clearly I would have not liked to have not left a shot, but it's not immediate death if I get hit. He's got 3 checkers back. He's got a broken 6 point. Feels like I'm going to get hit now. Feels like I'm going to get hit now. So he'll come off with both, I think. He needs the outfield control. I think he does. I'll check. We'll check on that later. I'm pretty sure you need. Imagine if his checker on the 2 now was on the 5. He'd be in much better shape. He's got a better board than me. He can do it now. So now I've got 7s and 8s. Wonderful to get missed. So probably not all that many gammons. I don't know if he should go necessarily. Do not know. So my opponent is called Ernst Kuhmann. He's from Switzerland. He played in the UBC. He PR's probably about 5. Obviously a good player. Everyone on Galaxy is around 51. That's when you kind of have nothing better to do than play online backgammon. Still possible. 3-2. Okay, 4-1's too good. So burned a whole lot of time on that 5-4. Interesting. I think either play is okay, but I'm up. I just want to try and get away without being hit. Although when I achieve not getting hit, my checker is not as well placed as it would be on the 18 point. I think he should be. Actually, I like both plays, but I was about to say he should be happy to unstack. Problem is that now, well, I was going to say that I'm likely to have made a point, in which case he has 2 checkers prime rather than 1. So there's often an idea of if your opponent's about to build a priming point, then it's better to escape one of however many checkers you've got primed, because then you have fewer checkers primed. That's generally a good thing. Jimmy! I'm alright. How are you, Jim? Feels like a long time. Nice to see you. Lovely to see you. So 5 pips isn't going to be enough, especially at 2-0 up. And this probably isn't even enough anyway, but let's have a look. I mean, pip-wise, yes, but I'm 2-0 up. So I don't really want to win 2 points rather than 1 for the risk that it takes to turn the cube incurs, the risk it incurs. But if we look at my numbers, there aren't that many great numbers. And my opponent's board's pretty good. I'm not 100% sure, but that's going to help. I think I might just double next go. Not being 2 pips down. I was about to say, were you heading to... I didn't want to be nosy. Are you going off to Kortau? So fill the gap with a double 4. Amazing to be off to Thailand. So 6 pips up is probably actually enough, even though I keep going on about the importance of match score. The race is short enough to make the match score less relevant, and it's quite volatile, which is associated with the shortness of the race. So the only thing that's not in my favor, actually, I just see is this. My checker configuration actually in general isn't great, so maybe I shouldn't double. I do a double take, yeah, as in I'm not going back on my previous deliberation. So yeah, I'm not. I think it's because of the likelihood of leaving gaps. What am I doing? The fact that there are only 2 checkers, 1 on the 5, 1 on the 4, the likelihood of maybe leaving gaps in the future. But it's worked out for me because I've gained 2 pips, and he's going to have to take care. That's interesting. It could be a double before, but he has to take it, and I don't think he's going to pass. And 2 crossovers, even though it's 2-1, is okay. I mean, it's the upside of rolling the 2-1 there, as I got 2 checkers in. Okay. And last time I had some trouble with a guy that was spamming, but you can actually mute the chat here. I don't know if that was implemented yet. I'm gonna say I'm really not sure. Where it's small, yeah, I don't know if I would bet on it actually. Small means small can mean anything. Put a checker on the 4 point, I think. Need to roll. No, I should be okay. He's got 2 checkers. Even after that, I don't know about the 1 here. I'm just going to play it. You know, he's an underdog, I think. Or I think he's an underdog. If he rolls something like a 4-3, takes 1 off, plays 19 to 22. Yeah, he's got to be an underdog. Hi. Mark Cope says, hey, Simon. Hey, Mark. How's it going? Well, yeah, it's going okay. It's a nice day. I'm going to say it's not close to 0.03. I'm going to say if it's a double, it's no bigger than 0.01. I did watch the UBC final off and on. What's going on? If I roll a 3-2, I mean, can my opponent redouble as an underdog? What's going on? Just got a 3 to play. So checker on the 21 and the 22 is missing with all 2s and 1s apart from double 2s. So that's 19 misses, 17 bear off. And the 6-6-1 seems to be worse than that. I never ever have committed this successfully to memory. This is 17, only 17 misses. The other one is pretty much anything that doesn't roll a 6 is going to be off. 5-2 is very welcome. So I don't think my opponent can double as an underdog. Actually, I'm not sure. He gains a lot. What's going on here? Can he double as an underdog? If he misses, he just has to pass the requeue, I suppose. But even then, I'm not sure because it's the difference between being 6-0 down and losing the match. I genuinely don't know that one, actually. I'd have to check. That's really interesting. Luckily, I didn't have to make the decision. This is a close one, I think, between hitting this and maybe even coming up to the 21. Jeff says in this position, yeah, I don't pay attention enough to that. I should learn that. So yeah. But 2 to what's that? 2.7. Both. This is. I know that this is not so good because my opponent is looking to improve, and I don't want to give him his full roll. But I don't love this. I don't know why I don't love this. Usually double hitting is mean, we're at an even match score. I don't like it, but it might well be right. So that's one of the really good things that can happen. I've still got no kind of improvement, and now I really don't know whether I should hit or not. So if I don't, it looks okay actually. Forcing him to roll a 4, and if I do, he can roll a 4 or a 3. If he rolls a 4 here, let's say he rolls a 4-6, I haven't really gained all that much, I don't think. So it's kind of cleaner. And the 5, probably this. This could be a big blunder, I don't know. We'll have to something I need to improve on. Hit or not decision where you leave a blocking board. I've got a whole bunch of these, and then hitting is probably a bit clearer here. I've got a better board, although he's got an anchor. I want to send him back. I want to cement my lead in the race. Hi James. Oh, we got everyone in this afternoon. Fantastic. So I'm nowhere near the doubling favorite. Now, do I want to make the 11? I do. Shall I just duplicate the 3? I think, again, far from certain about this play. It's all about time constraint. He's got a tricky play to make. Usually hitting twice in this with these. Yeah, I think I would cover, and then I'm not sure about the 4. And again, I've got 2 good options. I can just play to the 18 and play to the 13. Which is good, because it gets a checker out and possibly able to be brought to safety if it's missed. We usually go with this, but so many decisions I haven't really. They feel like that both plays are genuine contenders, which isn't a marker for 6-1 definitely. So still really want to escape this checker at the back. Double 2's a great roll. He deserves. I don't think he should switch. Again, a bit of a choice. I could just come out, but I think the 5' is going to be better. I still really want to come out. So funny when you have to make plays that don't really achieve your immediate objective. But he just probably, I don't know, not this. And hi to Reese. So he's obviously taking. I just don't. My instinct. This is nowhere near a double, but am I? Am I wrong about this? He could just roll a. But let's say I don't roll a 6, and he doesn't roll a 6. He rolls like a 5-4. Still okay. If I roll a 6, okay, I'm going to go with my instincts. Huge market loss. It's going to be too good now. And I suppose since I haven't doubled, I'm not going to leave shots. Because I want to be able to double next go if necessary. That confused me the most, that cube action. Was that a cube? I wonder. What do you guys think? Was that an obvious cube? Doubling when your opponent's got an anchor. I don't think my opponent should have slotted there. But maybe what confused me is that I knew that after he slotted, he was going to be taking. So maybe that pointed towards the idea that he was very confident it was a take, maybe suggesting it's not even a double. I just don't really know. And now, I guess this 4-3-4-4, but if he doesn't come in, I can play on. I don't know. I could probably just slot the 2. Now I just play on. That's one of the advantages of this play. Maybe just play safe. Again, because I haven't doubled. And now I think I'm happy to 6-3. I think at this score, I'm just going to double. I don't win that many gammons. He's just come in. I can leave a shot. So judging by the amount of time I've taken, I think can say that the decisions were tricky, or at least they were for me. But that's easy enough. 6-5 runs, double 2 makes the point, double 5 makes the 22. Six, 4, no need to run. That's a great shot. And that's awkward for him. He can play 2 down. There's lots of possibilities here. I'm not necessarily... Often slotting the 4 point can be... Duplicates the 3s though, I suppose. 16 seconds. Slotting the 4 point there can be a little bit problematic because it's not so easy to cover. And now here I make a big blunder, so am I going to hit? Guess I am. Don't know about this. That one I had no idea about. So I was way, way down, so I decided I wasn't going to come out. But maybe I could have come out and hit loose. This is not even an obvious pass. He's going to queue, but I'm 40 pips down. Maybe I just need to take this. Maybe I do. He's got some bad numbers. Okay, I'm just going to take. He hasn't filled in the 5 point. He's got a man back. I don't know about that. I think he needs to come down to get builders for the 5. Okay, he's just going to make it. So it doesn't look too bad. It doesn't look too bad for me. The 5 is bad, clearly, but the position isn't ridiculous for having taken it. So he should just come out, I think, duplicate 6s, which I'm desperate to come out with. What's going on? Can I even hit? Not even sure I can. That's also a tough decision. So he gets to make the bar. I should be okay not to... I mean, at this score, if you don't lose gammons, it's fine to take, but obviously I'm going to end up getting gammoned. Okay. There's a shot. I'm not ready to hit. I'll take it. So I've got to be... These are the containment games where you've got to be careful when your opponent has a board that's just as strong as yours. But that's fabulous. I mean, I've got to be happy with what happened, even if I get... If I lose 2 points here, it's okay because I was in really bad shape. But also, if I manage to get a shot now, my checkers are slightly better placed to contain his last checker. But gammons are sort of creeping up. Need something to get out of there. I think you should probably take 2 off. No, I don't like that. Don't put a checker on the 2 point like that. So now after 6-5, I should be okay to save it, I think. What's he got? What's he got? Like, he's trying to not clear the 20. I don't see that at all. Not that it's amazing, but your 2s are going to play fine. Your 3s are going to play okay. Should I come off? Do I come out for the backgammon? Don't know. The backgammon. Don't think I do. I mean, it's only double 3, double 2 is good as well. Have I timed out? Okay, I managed to save it. Okay, well, Tate looks a bit silly now. So Crawford. Hit in the slot, I suppose. Have to hit. No, not slot there. That's unusual. He just makes it. Okay, I make it. Yeah, maybe. So I'm a little bit down, so I'm not going to run. Just try and make an extra priming point. It's not going to be absolutely decisive. I could even make the 4-point here, but since I announced that I was trying to make an extra priming point, that's what I'll do. So this just hits on the 1 point. I mean, unless he wants to run, he has to leave a double shot. And I definitely wouldn't run. She's going to hit twice. Oh, he can hit there. Oh, yeah, just hit on the outside. Yeah, I suppose he should just come in on the 5. No, you don't really want to prime yourself when there's not much. There's not much danger. 6 and 3, something like this. Kind of wanted to duplicate the 3, and I ended up giving him 3s and 2s. So that's 2 of them. That, because he's trying to unstack, so I want to get off the point which he's threatening to unstack his checkers on, which was the 22 point. Okay, I could just leave that guy there, but I want to keep the 7 point. I don't know what he should do. 8 point puts another checker on the overloaded 17 point, or from the 12 point puts another checker. No, not this. This is just too difficult to cover, so that's just why I would rule that out. I'll see what the old comp says about that, but I would not have chosen that as the... oh, I don't like this. Could have pointed on him, obviously. Maybe that was the right play. Just don't have enough time. So hit back, make the 12. Very little else. 12 points stops my double 5s whenever I need them. Oh. Timing out. Not quite. No, he just missed. Why isn't he double hitting? Why aren't I switching? I don't know. I want to make the 22. So he slotted the 20 point last time. So he can just hit, stop me getting my full roll. I guess he's going to do that actually. Play 21 to 24. And there's the double 5 being stopped. So otherwise I would have been happy to have hit him from the 3 point. So he gets to escape. So I'm hoping to just get a checker loose from the 18. Okay, maybe I should actually have just played 18-16 for extra contact. But hard when you've got 0 seconds. But now I'm happy to do that. Couldn't care less if I get hit. So he's just delighted to make the 5. No questions asked. And I keep my 5 prime. He has to play to the 24. So his 5s are going to be ugly. I know I could make the 1 point. In fact, I meant to play to the 14. I don't know why I did that. Okay, he's not going to hit. He shouldn't hit. I just don't have enough time, possibly coming off the 22. So these decisions, whatever, I'm not going to place too much importance on them, but there were some interesting ones at the start where I did have some time. Make that. Hope to get an indirect shot like this. Doesn't actually have to leave it. Yeah, I think it's a real contender not to. I think I wouldn't hate it, but the problem is now when he clears the 15, he has a difficult spare on the 8, which on the 17, which he now wants to clear. So he didn't really want to put an extra checker. 2, 3. On a point he wanted to clear. Well, as far as checkers off, I'm doing quite well, but I'm doing okay. Okay. Just don't want to time out. Happy if I don't time out. Five, he's got 6. I need like obviously a double 4. He thinks he's won. He thinks he's won. He has won. Okay. Oh, I'm happy. I didn't time out. I played okay for the time constraints. So I'm gonna go here. And then I'm gonna, what am I gonna do? Not that. Not that. Not that. Oops. Should we put it back on camera? Okay, so what I'm just trying to download this. Where are you? And then we will put it in. We don't want that. No, we don't want that. We do want this. Okay, I think we should be good to go. Hopefully, it's going to open up in extreme any moment. Yeah. Any moment. Yeah. Oh my God, it is slow. What's happening? What's happening? What is happening? Well, something's happening, but not what I want to happen. Not what I want. What about if I do this? Okay, sorry about this. It should be open in a second. If anyone's patient enough to be there. It's terribly fiddly. Really fiddly. Okay, we've got it. We got it. Okay, I'm just going to let it analyze. I'm just popping off 2 seconds, literally. There it is. Okay. And we've got Sammy. Sammy with a yo. I think I may finally be back on the backgammon grind. Why not? I mean, it's only a pointless waste of time. No, just joking. Good for you. Good for you. You've come to the right backgammon stream. For sure. Okay, I don't like the board orientation here. Let's disorient it. What? Oh, 465, 550. So let's just see where I went wrong. Oh, okay. What? This is interesting. So genuinely, I didn't even think after the 6-4 that I shouldn't be splitting, and the best play is to come down with 2. And I'm not even sure if I knew this. Yes, I did. I did know this. I wonder why I didn't do it though. So he made the 5-point with 3-1. I obviously hit. Hopefully you guys can see the board. You can. I want to do that. Just make sure it's kind of in the right place. So then I hit with a, he came in with a 2-5, obviously hit me back. So all this was pretty much forced. So he was right to come down with the 6, but it's close. Close-ish. Anyway. So good play so far. I was delighted to make the anchor, and he made a good play with the 5-1. I thought that was right. Double hitting is right by a long way. And then I had this double 6 that I thought about probably for too long. And the next best play is, I don't know if I didn't even consider the next best play, but the one I considered, this was a 387 blunder. So it just shows you that I didn't know the value of making the 5-point, because I was talking about, well, I'm not sure how necessary the 5 is. I did make the play in the end. This was a huge pass. It was almost too good. And we made the wrong play. I should never trust Jeff. He's always wrong. But his second best, 22-18, you can't do because you can't leave a double shot. But it worked out. Just coming round. Nothing much here. I got missed. Oh yes, so he had this 4-3. I thought he should come out with both. It's close actually. With this 4-3, he should just get outfield control. It's interesting that it's close. Maybe it is big. Oh, it gets bigger. No, it doesn't. Not really. So it's an 18 error. I just thought he'd have much better chances of picking me up if he comes out with both. And what's this 6-2 here? Yeah, he came out. I didn't really get this. This is weird when people suddenly bolt out the door when there's no danger. And that was that. So with the good stuff is to come. The good stuff is to come. Really interesting decisions. So I was 2-0 up. Running is actually wrong. So this one I used to play 24, 22, 13, 7 when I was trying to show off, but I stopped doing it. But it actually, computer thinks it's equal basically with 24, 18, 13, 11. My opponent covered. I just had no other choice. With this 6-4, yeah, it was close. He should have really run to get the best play. It's difference of 11. I was delighted to come out. I'm losing my place on this. So he shouldn't have... he should play 8-3 with the 5. It's hard for me. Okay, now I see where I am. All I'm trying to do, obviously, is just play safe. I didn't see this 8-4, 8-2 at the time, but that's much better, a much better use of checkers. Now, this one, I was fairly confident it wasn't a double. It's not a big mistake. My feet are getting cold. It's not a big mistake. Where are we? Where are we? It gets a bit bigger. So 50 for me, like anything under like 40 something, I'm thinking, well, if I double that, it's not too bad. It's in the ballpark if I'm not sure. But 50 somehow is too big. And then we just got into a race. So I must have made a big blunder because these were just, there's nothing going on here. And did he have, okay, so he rolled the 6-3. Yeah, and he missed a recube. So he was a favourite, which makes sense because if he's only got 17 misses, he's pretty much 50-50. And then I miss a lot. I miss with 1-1, 2-1, 3-1, and 3-2. So I miss with 7 numbers. So it's basically the chances of him winning are 1736 plus 19 in 36 plus 19 in 36 times 7 in 36, which is going to work out at about 57.42%. So at this score, definitely. I mean, even at an even score, this might be a recube. A double hit. So this is again another weakness. I just didn't want to strip the 8, but you have to. So this is where aesthetics is trumped by just, I mean, usually game plan or whatever the right phraseology is will always trump aesthetics. So we shouldn't really just make plays that look good without thinking about it, with no recourse to logic. It just doesn't make any sense. So luckily I didn't hit here. Good plays. So when I had time, I made good plays. I really wanted to make the anchor. It's a huge blunder to make the anchor. Why am I wanting to make the anchor? I guess because he's got all these stacks. And I'm sort of thinking, oh, well, I don't want to get that other guy, leave the other guy stranded on the 24. But it's a massive blunder. Despite the fact I made the right play. I mean, is there anything that... Oh, this one as well should have just come out. I felt slightly that this was just better. Just do what you need to do. Escape. And I had a series of these things. Well, obviously I was going to make the 5 point here, but still I'm trying to get this guy from the 24 out. Same here. So playing 24-18 wouldn't have been like ridiculous. And then this one here. Just a clear no double. And that was my instinct. I went with my instinct. But there was a lot of uncertainty because he's got 3 men trapped behind a 5 prime. But I suppose, like I said, his follow-up roll is going to be okay and not cause him to crunch. So I'm really pleased I didn't double. And then I just got some play on decisions and I cubed at the right time. So everything was good there. Got that one right, yeah. It's nice to get them right. And then things are going to go wrong. So where have things gone wrong here? Double 2 fine, 6-4. Ah, yeah, okay. This is pretty clear to me now. I was just under a little bit of time pressure. So that's a huge one. I don't need to vacate the 7 at all. In fact, that's the last thing I want to do. I just want to build a prime. Because I'm winning the priming battle. So, was his 6-3 right, though? Yeah, it was. Not this one. No. What we're talking about. This one here. It was. He could have done several things. But I guess he didn't want to leave 2 blots. So anyway, he got to cover. This was a hideous decision. So I want to have a look at this because this is the one that I'm least, what's the word, like okay with. I just don't really feel comfortable with this decision. Like part of me really wants to come out to the 15 just to get my checker, to get more checkers into my my play zone. Like I've mentioned that I think Mitchie talks about F13 and 13 refers to the need to have like at least ideally 13 of your checkers clumped together in the semi-attack or attack zone. And I guess I've already got the 13, so what am I talking about? But I feel that somehow when you get the 14th guy or let's say I've only got 12 and a half, the fact that I come off the 24 point and bring it closer makes it more likely that I get that critical mass of 13 together. So that's why I wanted to play 24-15. So let's have a look. 24-15 is not, I mean, it's a blunder. It wins 46.9. So it's close in single game wins, but it's going to lose a lot of gammons. So I was like, I can't do that. So I got that bit. If you're not going to come out from the 24 all the way, you're not going to come out halfway, I guess, unless you're going to play a hit on the 1 point. But actually, coming out and hitting on the 1 point is sort of almost as dangerous because you leave another blot, you leave 2 instead of 3. And I guess you make it less likely that you're going to get any of those blots safe in the near future. So ruling that all those coming out plays out, I guess 4-1 was forced, and then it was a question of what I was going to play with a 6. And then by the same logic of not leaving too many blots, I guess, yeah, not playing 24-18, I just played to the 5. But a difficult play when you're, at least for me. And then, oh my God, 40 pips, and I was like, oh, I'm going to pause. But this is nothing because he's just got no chance of making the 5 point realistically. So with this, he should have brought 2 down. I played pretty well, I have to say. I mean, okay, this one, yeah, I should have hit. I get that. I mean, you're gonna lose. But that's so hitting or not are really difficult decisions, no doubt about it. So those are the 2 big blunders. Low on time. Time makes a big difference. Time makes a huge difference. I was completely wrong about this. I thought he should definitely take 2 off. I guess he just wins a gammon anyway, and playing to the 2 point is safe. So this makes it difficult because makes it less clear as to how he's going to clear these points. So he leaves a spare on a point he wants to clear. That's not ideal. It didn't come off. Felt right to me. What's going on here? Even coming off here is no good. Okay, this backgammon, I don't know this. Okay, I made the right play. It's close-ish. Backgammon save with 2 checkers, Bob Wachtel sort of territory. Can't remember the book very well. I've got it. So this, I slightly remember that you don't go because he can just roll a 1 and leave 3 checkers on the 2 point, which puts you in a coup classique position. So 24-15 is, as far as equity concerned, is 40 millipoints. But going back here, I shouldn't have come up either. So I made good plays. I took correctly. It wasn't even a double. I stayed correctly. That was really good. And then I was down to like 0 seconds. And there's nothing really happening here. Should have made the 4 point. Okay, not a big deal. Yeah, I don't know why. I do not know why he did that. I do not know why. But, it's hard to know what people... to know why people do things that you already figured out. So it's not really a valuable comment for me to question that, but yeah, this one should have made the ace. Hated it. Hate doing that, to kind of have to leave when you make the ace here in this sort of position. Then you just basically force these gaps on the 2 and 3 point on yourself. They become much more apparent. But at least when you do something else, you got a chance of keeping him primed. I should have switched. Not a big surprise, and then the 2-1. So I wanted to come off with both actually after the event, but that wasn't right either. Making the ace was just fine, just staying. This is another thing that I have a weakness. I always have an inclination for making sure that I don't crunch, because if you make the 1 point, then it's possible that you'll roll something next that causes you to crunch. So you shouldn't be worried about crunching if there's not a major chance of you crunching. So I should have just made the 1. It was a pretty exhausting first match. That was it. An interesting one. I'm going to be back in like 2 seconds for some more. And we'll take it from there. So just a short break, only about 20, 25 minutes or so. But let's go. Here we go. Back for more. I wish there was a time, like a 2-minute point time setting, so I could talk about the plays a little bit for a little bit longer. Yeah, casual is just too. It's too slow, I think. Actually, hold on. I need to get a pair of socks because my feet are cold. A pair of Backgammon Galaxy socks with Zdeněk face on them. Okay, ready. Okay. 7-point normal, aggressive. Mic is on. Camera's frozen, I think. Yeah. Camera is frozen. Let me fix that. It's gonna screw up. Oh no, okay, it's kind of fine. So 5-1, 3-2. I'm gonna split to the 21. Hit and come up. Okay, who have we got? Mehdi Soleimani. Okay, I said his name as if I know him. I don't know him, but so it's nice. You can see who's a star member, so we can encourage people to give us more money. I'm saying we, Backgammon Galaxy. I have nothing to do with it. So 4-2 just comes. This I'm not sure about. This is either both achieve good things, making the two, or coming out. Now he needs to slot. Yeah, he knows that. I have to admit, sometimes I'm surprised when people know certain plays. I underestimate people completely. Double 5, wow. And any reason to give a 6-5 just for extra flexibility? Could be. But happy I didn't. So really easy game to start with. We'll take it. Thanks to everyone that watches. Really appreciate it. Hopefully get to double figures. That would be nice. So not quite enough of a, well, not even ahead in the race, but that will be a Cuban as he rolls, I guess, double 4 or above. And looks a bit untakeable to me because he's still got his 2 checkers trapped. So he's not guaranteed to get them both out at the same time. You might have to leave with 1. That's going to be no good because, okay, I'm pretty confident it's a pass. I played that double 2 quite quickly. So that's one of the best things that can happen to him. But having said that, I want to qualify the comment about bringing 2 checkers out because I had to roll first. And I was likely to clear a point, making it much easier, making there more rolls for him that bring 2 checkers out. Anyway, where are we after all that? My pleasure. Well, we're at least, I would say, 60, 70 something. Maybe not nowhere near as much as we would like. Well, he takes 2 checkers off, which is obviously, but that's an amazing roll, obviously, to take 2 checkers off. Of course, he's going to get a recube in, which is the worst thing that can happen. So what misses? Every single one, and 3-2, that's 13 numbers. But then I don't get off, so it's obviously, unless the take point on a 2 cube, so this is basically a dead cube. I'm going to try and do a quick match equity calculation. So this illustrates the dead cube take point, which is really instructive. So when the dead cube take point is what you get when you plug in the match equity figures to the calculation. When you do the formula, it will spit out the dead cube take point. If I pass, I go 7 away, 6 away. I think, the thing is, I don't really remember what 7 away, 6 away is. I think it's 56, 44. And if I take and lose, I go 7 away, 5 away, and I have 36. So I risk 8%. And if I win, it's the difference between being 7 away, 6 away, which is 44, and being 3 away, 7 away, which is 76. Difference between 44 and 76 is 32. So I risk 8 to gain 32. So my take point should be 20%. That seems wrong. Anyway, I'm going to take. I'll check that in the figures. That's interesting because not really explaining myself very well, but it's very, very, very useful when you get to that sort of stage, playing seriously, to know what to be able to calculate the dead cube take point, where the cube can't be turned when you take it, because that's essentially what the figure that XG gives you on the I think the right hand column of the cube information tab. But I could have probably just gone by instinct and asked myself, is it possible that a dead cube take point can be as high as 13, whatever 13 over 36 gives? It's very, very unlikely. I mean, 13 over 36 minus the little stuff that 2-1, I can roll 2-1 and not win. 23-36 is like only about what, 66%, something like that. So even though I don't get an opportunity to recube, it must be a take. Well, I just wanted to calculate it. So where are we now? We're 18 pips up and we're 4-0 down. So there's any two. I mean, there's going to be like some very slender market losers. So this is an obvious cube. Very, very easy take. And yeah, I just really want to, my first thought is I want to prevent him from anchoring, but I can't always do that so effectively. So any two, he's just going to be anchored. 5-2 I will take. I'll make the 11. I could just bring it to the 9 point. I'm not sure about him bringing the 6 out. That seems a bit strange. It's the only thing I can say about it. Can't really make the 5. I suppose this looks, again, just on first glance, without thinking too much about it, but it blocks 6s and 5s as well, aside from the aesthetic considerations. So everything's so far going well, but there's going to be some like dodgy numbers like 6-4, 6-5. It's like semi-dodgy, even that. So it's amazing when your opponent anchors how much, how many winning chances they just get from just staying there and doing nothing, not making any effort whatsoever. So even 5-1 leaves a shot because I've got the open 4-point, but 3-2 does not. 5-3, happy to do that. So probably no gammons. He should just make, yeah. Seems like he's playing pretty decently. So 6-1 and 6-2 and 6-4 left a shot. Now just double 5, double 4, and double 6. Star member and star player. It should say star player. Star person. Brilliant writer. Why is it doing this thing where it does that, where you have to drag? That's just unacceptable. It's completely unacceptable. I have to pay absolutely nothing for this thing that I use all the time, and I can't just click on the checker once in a while. I guess we just have to bring them all down. It's kind of a good roll. Can't really complain, but losing the mid. So here's an example, I think, of, yeah, he just does it immediately. You'd rather be even though he's not winning the prime. I hate that expression, but he's not winning the priming battle. So there's a sense where he shouldn't really be running, but he actually, that sense is reversed by the fact that he gains so much by unpriming one of the two checkers. So double 4. I don't know. You could even like do something like this. I guess I'm not going to do that. He's got a 3-point board. So question is, do you run or make the 2? I suppose the decision is made easy by the fact that he's got an extra checker here that leaves a triple shot. But keeping in the spirit of playing, wow, what a roll, of playing this match fast. Okay, I think it's just going to be a pass, whatever happens. Don't get to anchor either. So he just plays on. Can we anchor? So if we switch, we get to maybe anchor. If I do this, he just either hits loose or doesn't do anything, and then I have to play, and my 5s are going to be bad. So maybe I just do this, and my 5s are going to be bad, but I might just be able to roll a 1 as well. Is that logical? I'm not sure. I mean, happy, even if I leave a shot here, I think I'm happy just to roll a 1 so that, you know, I guess I don't want another man sent back, do I? Do I? Yes, we'll play like that. So yeah, just 2 checkers back, hoping to save the gammon. And I do want to save the gammon because I don't want to go to 6-2 down Crawford. I feel I've got a much better chance at 5-2. And now he's going to double, obviously. Oh, he's not. I suppose I would have passed, but I might roll a 6. Wow, I think he should have doubled. Now, do I risk? I don't know if this is right. Probably. Because I just have to roll and play on for the gammon. Again, same. I'm not going to win. I mean, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? Essentially, what do I gain by going to 4-all rather than being 4-3 down? Really not that much. No, he doesn't get the crossover. So he needs double 4, double 3. 1, 2, 3, double 3 would have worked. So this is my new favorite score. Right. So we don't really want to get into a gammonish cube. I think this is like what's going on with this score. We just want to try and get high single game winning chances. So do we really? We don't want to blitz. This is what I mean by blitzing, leaving the punishing return shots. So the 2 are down here, and then this seems right. I can't really place exactly why. You don't want to not put him on the bar. But let's have another think. Is this reasonable? So he just gets to roll. Fours are going to make 5 point for him. What else? He can just run. You haven't gained all that much. Okay. I mean, you gain a lot. 1 with the 4 fans. That's not very much. Then there's like things like 2, 6, 3, 6, 4, 6. Okay, maybe this. But then we kind of strip the 6 point. I just make it up as I go along. So he should just come up. So again, what I'm trying to say, the idea with this score is it's not really a score that I think it's misconceived by a lot of people. That you kind of want to get into a gammonish, semi-gammonish position and then shoot the cube in. But it's not really got that match score dynamic. It's more, here I'm going to cube anyway. It's more of, yeah, you kind of like blitzing at any score, but here you just want to try and maximize your single game winning chances until you get a cube in. It's because if you gammon your opponent on a 2 cube, it's just completely inefficient, and you overshoot the mark by 1 point, and it's a big deal because when you're playing with small margins, I mean, it's going right at the moment, but I could even pick it up. Suppose put the checkered. Okay, well, luckily that hits. Oh, why is it saying confirm? Don't know, a bug. Okay, 2, 6. Oh, he didn't come in. Okay, he didn't come in. Am I going to play 13-7 then? Well, yeah, that confused me. Double 5 is going to be bad. What can I do? Oh, stop. Please just don't come in. What should he do with the 3? I think this is probably fine. Double 4 plays easily enough. Just, dare I say, you just slot the 5. He's got an anchor. I mean, this is pretty tragic. And I think I can even split now, which is really what he doesn't want. So now 6-4 is a good roll for him. He gets make the 1, 2, 3, 4. I could duplicate 4s, I suppose, but let's not trouble ourselves too much. So he just hits and goes to the... No. Why would you do that? Oh, he wants the checker. I see. He wants the checker on the 14 as a builder. So now I can just duplicate his 6 as opposed to give him a 5. Double 5 comes out with both. Does it not? Yeah. So I've got a few things I can achieve here. I can just bring these checkers in quite safely. Oh, okay. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, no need to stay back. So he can hit and cover. That's fine. Yeah, he can. But he effectively made the 2-point and remade the 8. And here my take point is 25%. Because that's the match equity at 1 away, 3 away. Unless I think I'm better off than that because of skill differential. So 4-3, just checking. I don't want to come out, do I? Maybe I do. I'm not going to. He would have hit me. So no, he just make the 5. I didn't see why, unless there's something I'm not seeing. Could I do something ridiculously fancy and stay back and play 6-1? That's a bit ugly. So really quick match. I mean, I'm hoping the PR is nice and low. Not really too much of consequence. Unless I made some sort of oversight or something. I wish my opponent a good game. Okay. But quite an easy match. Okay, I want to try and get this analysis up without messing it up. So if I do this, should be okay. Oh, I see what happened. Okay. It froze there. Ooh. I've got Pee Wee Herman here. So download this. It's going to open the other thing. Yeah, I know it's going to open you, but I don't want... I think it's working. It looks like it's working. It's a lot faster than it used to be, but it's still pathetic. Oh, I want that. What do I do? Okay. It is there. It is here. I have to do all this sorts of stuff. So it's on your screen. Don't go away, please. Let's see what we had. So is it analyzing? Yeah, it's analyzing. On screen. So we had 5132. Thank you, Tim. I'm assuming you mean the PR. So it was very close with his 4-2, but it's not such an interesting play. Then I came down. He had an awkward. Oh yeah, this was just nothing. It's just a race. And I thought he should pass. It's a huge pass. I mean, I guess that's why I thought it was a pass, because it was obvious. So actually, with my double two, oh, I should just make the point so that if he comes out with one, then I can attack him more effectively. Okay, so here we go. Now I can show you. So it's 65%. And if you pull out cube information, I don't know how easily we look at white, because I'm white, and we look at dead cube, and it rings a bell, 25.89. So it's pretty much what we think of the money take point on a dead cube. So we always start off, when we're thinking about whether or not we can take or pass, we start off with this dead cube figure, and it says take point 25.89%. So I just have to take if I've got more than that, and I've got way more. It's not close. It's not close. But then we see that the live cube take point is a lot lower, and that's when you can recube. Okay. So how did my opponent play checkers? Usually Iranian players are very good checker players. They're pretty well, 0.5. He lost 0.5, I lost 0.3. So my opponent won. Oh, I ended up winning the game. Okay, here we go. Okay, so this was interesting. 4-5 was fine. I made that. That was nothing. This one, he missed this. So he's got nothing really he can do which is useful if he just makes a kind of a normal play. So he's just better off hitting me on the 1 point, which is kind of a simplified way of looking at it. Having said that, this doesn't look like it achieves nothing. It does get a checker out. But I guess it puts the checker on the 16 here in front of a midpoint which is kind of overloaded and wants to hit. So the checker on the 21 point arguably wants to stay back. So one of the problems with this play is that you have to move the checker forward and you don't want to. So that kind of explains why playing 13-4 is better. Proves my point very conveniently. He's much safer on the 21 anyway, so that was interesting. I didn't spot that. And I actually missed the cube here. Can't remember what I was thinking. This ends up being a small pass. I mean, it's a lopsided score. What happened here? Nothing much. I just bared in, didn't I? That was it. So I started with 6-5. He split, and then I had this double 5. It was close actually. So I'm still none the wiser really. There's more blitz. I guess you're just either choosing a position where you're going to end up blitzing a bit more, rather, and a position versus a position where you're going to end up running a bit more. Sorry. So if I plus it, does it change the analysis? Yes, it does. It gets it makes it a much bigger error not to hit him on the 1 point. So then I had to double hit, just because you have to double hit when you get the opportunity. And this was actually a pass. This is not really the position, the kind of position you're necessarily going for at 3 away, 3 away. Oh. Oh no, I just got a bit. It's showing the right thing. And then he kept coming in. I rolled this tremendous double 5. And then he had this 4-1. Oh, he was right to hit. He was well right, in fact. It wasn't really that close. And I just rolled a really lucky 5-4. No, I had 5-3, 5-4, double 4. Double 4 would have hit 3. I'm wondering if the stream is lagging because people are not watching. And that was it. I won it. I won it. Just check the stream. I don't know if it's lagging. Is anyone can tell me? If anyone can tell me. All right. And then I'll decide whether or not to play another one. But if it's lagging, then firstly I'll close this. Don't want to save it. Seems okay. I'm not sure. Right. All right. Let's play one. One more. To select. What have I done? So this opponent, is he Danish? He's ranked higher than I am. No, no flag. Okay. 6-5 double 5. Is this a cube? Probably. Okay, he didn't stop for very long. That must be more of a cube than this now I've come in. So now he can hit, I suppose, on the 10 point. And then come down. And then come down. This is an easy play. You just do this. And I suppose this is also, now he could double, but I'm going to have to take. So just because he's got like 18 fives or threes that hit. But maybe not, maybe. Is that right? Is that right? Staying back? Possibly. So I can just do this, one. And I can stay back and be pretty safe. Or I can just go to here. Oh, this is the start. So what's going to hit me on the outside? 6-3. I mean 6-3, 5-4 are going to hit me in board, and they're duplicated for what it's worth. But this can't be ruled out because I get to. I guess this is not right. So the idea is that if I stay, although he's got some really powerful things that hit me in his board, a lot of his numbers are going to want to play down to the 15 to 18 points, 14 to 18, and they're going to leave shots. So I'm going to go for this. You know, like this, he's probably going to split to the 5 and play 12, 14. So I'm not going to get indirect shots, but I do get a. I'm not going to get direct shots, but I do get an indirect shot from having stayed on the 21. Don't know what he's thinking about. Oh, coming out. I would just come down to the 14. I'm not 100% sure why. Okay. Okay. So I can dupe the 4s. That's one thing. I can do that. Gives him 11 4s plus double 2 plus 6 2, which is 14 shots. Could do this, leaving him a 3 and a 2-1, which is 13 shots. But then chances of covering it or getting it safe next go, not great. Could do this. Kind of just offering it up for the slaughter, but gaining a valuable spare on the 8 point. I do like that, actually, that last play. I mean, I think anything that comes out is not good. I think playing down is reasonable as well, but it's just maybe too many shots. Duplicating the 4-3 that he will use to hit, but he'll hit with 6-1, which is a duplication of the 1 he needs to hit there. Okay, I'm going to go for this. But then if I... Oh, he rolled a 4 and a 1. Kind of almost hoping to fan to get me out, bring me out of my misery. It's such a tough game to play so far. I would just come down. He's hit with the 1. I would just come down. Give me. I think he really needs that builder there, and this just makes it a very easy pass. Okay, that's a huge fan. This is an easy cube and an easy take. And a very good roll. Easy to play. And then he gets 2 in, and that makes it awkward again. So in this sort of position, you just consolidate, I think, and you say, well, you know, I know he's going to make one of the anchors, but we just have to let him. Okay, he happens to roll a number that doesn't. And now it's different because we can just double hit. Oh, I didn't realize we can just point on him, actually. That's pretty good. Could be better than double hitting. Why didn't I see it? I think so. So he comes out, hits there. Hopefully I won't fan. It didn't. I think more important to safety that guy than make an anchor. That's a good roll because he can make the 17 and anchor. Yeah. I suppose I'm going to hit, but let's have a look at this. This is a little bit tricky. I really, really like to make the 21 point. Really like. Yeah, I do actually. I think I'm just going to anchor. Still have a problem. I like this. I still have a problem. I always mess up and don't hit. But I just really like the improvement that made. Then I can just jump. 6-4 is an easy one. He just makes the 18. I mean, I'm outboarding him. He can't hit. Is he thinking about 14, 20, 17, 21 hitting? Probably. I don't think he needs to do that by any stretch of the imagination. I'd be very surprised if he did this. It's like a bit of a brain fart play. This is just good, all you need. It's absolutely, I mean, there's only like 2 or 3 numbers that get me safe. Only an exact 6-4 and double 5 actually get it perfectly safe. 6-3 will run, but it will leave 8s. I really can't believe you're going to do this. You know it's wrong. He knows it's wrong. Yeah, I would be very surprised. Not sure what he's seeing in the other play. Because I don't see anything. Sorry, 6-2 ran. Okay, so that's, you know, that I have to go and then I have to. I mean, it's just leave a billion indirect shots and just pray. 6-3 is good because he hits. It's a super joker. Just comes in on the 3, plays 19 to 20, whatever. I need to roll something. I'm likely to, which just tidies up a few of these blocks outside. Ideally, I want to make the 8 point, not the 9. Make the 10. I can make both actually, and that leaves no shots. Problem with this is I end up leaving 6-2 and double 4 and double 6. Okay, so I'm not going to do that. My race lead is enough that I don't really need to block him in, but I prefer to have the 8 point just for landing spots. Get home. I suppose with this I'm just going to clear from the rear, leaving 4-6 and double 5. Is there anything else? Could make the 1 point. Might even be better. Because if he comes out here, yeah, then I get to hit him. Maybe he wouldn't have come out with 6-1. But there's not too much danger in not clearing the 10 point. I suppose. Don't leave shots. But that was pretty lucky. wasn't sure about that 6-5 either. 6-5 is a fantastic number. What's going on? Is he played? Yeah. Okay, I'm just going to take 2 off. Just going to take 4 off. Just going to take another 4 off. Nothing else. Feels like I'm going to leave the shot with a 4-3. He will hit 4-3 or 6-3. Okay, I got the first bit right. One of the easiest things is to predict rolls in backgammon. I mean, at certain times, not the whole time, obviously, but we didn't win a gammon. He'll roll like 5-1 or something. Like, I'll try and call the rolls. 3-2. So he will hit, of course. I like splitting, actually. I think it's valuable, so I would do it. Yeah, yeah. I hate to just have the stack on the 6 point, but I can't complain. Okay, nice roll. Swiftly played, nice roll. Boom. So, what's that? I don't necessarily get that. Why is he doing that? Why is he not? Seems there's 3 rolls in a row that allowed you to clear that outfield points. What, and I didn't? Oh, well, I got lucky. Okay, so not enough, I think. Leading 2-1, don't really want to cube too readily, but pretty strong position. Just going to roll. I suppose this cuts down the number of shots. Far from sure. Wow, it's just going to be way too good, even at this score. Do we want to leave a shot? Will we get returns? Maybe. 2-6-4-6. To be honest, I don't know what's right there. I think this is pretty clear. Now you're going to pretty much be playing on for the gammon most of the time. So you need to, I think the logic is you need to give yourself builders to make that play on effective. I mean, if I get hit back, I'm just doubling from the roof, I would imagine. Don't know. I mean, fanning. How many times do we fan on it? I've forgotten. Quarter of the time, and then he has to come in. I mean, it's funny. I knew he wasn't going to take, but probably isn't a take. So here he should just. I'm not sure whether he needs to make the 22 here. I think I have to split because he's made the anchor, so I need to make one myself. That's my caveman logic. Yeah, don't think he can leave shots. I think that's fine. I think he has to do it. Oops. And then for just going for the anchor even more, he can even run off. Yeah, he sees it. That's probably right. And now because I'm behind in the race, this isn't so effective, but it does duplicate 4s and doesn't leave shots. So maybe it is the right play, actually. This is a tricky play, and I don't have the patience at the moment. Just have to go through all the dice rolls, and I cannot be bothered. 3-1 up, maybe that calls for a safe play. I just like this, and I'm not really going to waste my brain power. So he would have fan, but it's not so good for him. He will make the 2, I think. I don't get that either. I just don't. I mean, that leaves just so many shots. 1, 2, 3. And this is where I double something that's way, way too good. 17 pips. Can't be a cube. Must be too good. See what happens. Okay, so he comes in, but it's not a great come in. Now I don't think it's too good, but even this, he's got such a bad 4. I don't think this can be too good. He's just going to pass, but he's not. I wonder why. I wonder what he's doing. I think he just has to run to the 11. I think he will, won't he? Interesting. Seems pretty clear that you don't stay on the 5. Yeah, so he did come out. What do I do there? What do I do? Just have to hit on the deuce? I literally don't see a play. So I'm happy to come out, but what do I do with the 3? 4s and 3s hit there. If I could just play the 6, I would just do this. Am I gonna just have to hit him on the 1 point? Or that is this. Kind of duplicates 2s and 1s and makes an outside prime for what it's worth. Do I need to do that now? So I think either this, keep the mid. I prefer this. I think I prefer this. I can make the bar, but I'll have a look at it. Can I make the bar? I can just make the bar. Didn't want to make the bar. This was the play I kind of ruled out, but one. Now we just blitz. In board, I guess. 2, 3, 1. We blitz in board, surely. I mean, this is a problem. He's only got 1 point board. What's going on? Funny stuff. And I think just if he rolls a 3, I have to keep the momentum. Oh no. Don't think I can hit. I don't know about this. This is okay. Well, I get lucky. Oh no. Am I gonna have trouble coming out? Double three followed by 4-1. 6. So I can safety that one. It's the one on the 8 I want to get safe. Maybe I just will. This is a strange game. I mean, I know I'm not saying much, but I'm very surprised by how my opponent played. Now, I just have to do this, I think. It feels like it just always get hit here. Did not. Very surprised the 25492 took that. I didn't think it was a take. Was there something I wasn't seeing? But I can't read. I haven't got a read on. Tim, it happens. Did you watch yesterday's speech? You didn't watch the blunder. Yeah, it was It was 2 days ago. The blunder. I remember the position. Yeah, I'm not sure that the way he's moving checkers is a bit strange. It's like he's. Yeah, obviously. And the pause here, like people like this rating don't usually do this. Anyway. Yeah, I think the blunder was 2 days ago. What she was leading 4-3. So why is he doing this? He's cooking up the 3. So if he rolls, I mean, if he rolls the 3, he will roll the 3. I can still, he's got 4 checkers back. I can just come in. I can just come in. No, again, what does he do? Why did he not come out to the... No, it wasn't stress, actually, Chris. Tim, I think what she thought it was a cube. Because of the cracking, but he just misjudged it. I know, I get the inclination there. So no, not fatigue. Just no idea what he's doing. Well, he has to stay back. Has to stay back. He's doing all sorts of shenanigans, so I don't think there's any reason to give him a direct shot. That doesn't hit. It's a great roll. It's a great roll. Okay. Fair enough. Could be a good play. Don't know. Sixes and eights. Not enough. So he just makes, yeah. I get what I deserve. He's been really lucked out the last few rolls. I think I need him to fan to have any chance of winning a gammon. She should just play 6-4 probably. And definitely 20-22, and then the 1 is in question. Well, the 1 wasn't, okay. I don't understand this timing. Whether I don't believe he's got connection issues. So if I pass, I'm obviously 50-50. If I take and lose, I'm 32. And if I take and win, I'm 100. So I'm risking 18 to gain 50, 18 over 68. Well, there aren't even 4 18s in 68. Take points like high, but I've got pretty good position. This probably for money might not even be a redouble. $18 over 68 could be a close decision actually. Okay, so 4 away, 4 away. Should he hit on the deuce? Maybe. So he hits twice, doesn't he? What? What? So the disbelief is like, it feels like he's a really good player, but he's just, but he's not making good plays. So I get confused. Am I really going to do that? I can just play to the 2 point actually. I could just play to the 2 point. So that hits on the outside and so he's going to double. Probably have to take. Okay, this is like too good. He'll play on. Bizarre, like so many. Okay. I think even at this score you split. I'm not sure. And so at this score, like the second most sensitive, I would say, next to 4 away, 2 away, must be a cube. And then I'm just gonna go big. What an idiot. What an idiot. 2 down, maybe, or 13-6. He needs to play safe. This isn't safe though. Okay, chooses that one. That gives me 5s to hit. So I duplicate his 4s. No. I think he just has to double hit because it's safest. Massive fan. So this is the 2. Maybe the 5 is this. Stop myself from cracking. And I don't know about any of this. He's gonna anchor. Oh, he's not. Crazy shit, man. Crazy shit. So this? Just out. Stop. Don't want to crack. Really don't want to crack. Well, unless, yeah, Tim, unless I time out. Was that right? All right. I'm feeling a little bit of fatigue, actually. I get really hungry when I do these streams as well. So interesting. I'm very, very, very curious about his moves. Don't understand. Didn't know. I have no read on what was going on with him. No read. I don't understand. Don't get it. Oh wow. Okay. So not only that, he played better than me. Of course. Let me have a look. So I need to do that. And then, not this again. Then, this is all a bit convoluted. Oh, no. Just one sec. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Um, so we have extreme gammon, but I don't. Can I work out how to get the game? Oh, I can try. I can try. I can try. And then Sorry if the volume is low. If the volume is low, window, where are downloads? Because when I'm futzing around, kind of suppressing this deep rage, and I have to stop myself from saying, fuck, why is it not fucking working? But here we go. And of course I'm annoyed that he outplayed me. Because I thought he played. It's kind of one of those games where you overthink. So, oh, he should have just come up with both. I didn't even consider that play. I hit. He didn't miss any cubes. A little better for me to play the 4 to the 9 point. And then it was a big pass. So maybe it was just his time. It was just the timing of his moves that was annoying. So where are we? So 4-2 I hit. Easy double. I shouldn't make the 2 point. Yeah, this is difficult for me to. I don't get this at all. I mean, I've cubed and I can put 2 on the bar, albeit I might come back to it, albeit leaving a bit of a gappy position. Okay, everything's. The anchor or the hit were on 4-ply pretty close. 6-3. He took ages over the 6-4. It wasn't close. It wasn't. Why was he wasting my time? I played safe. I must have missed something. So 6-2, 5-6, 2-1, double 3, 4-2. Then I ran. Didn't make 2 points. I hit. So I shouldn't leave a shot when I'm playing on. But here you do, because I think you just cue from the bar and it's a pass. It's not even close. Okay. So I went 3-1 up. So this is the first mistake. Fine. I didn't really know that one. I just guessed. This, I don't know why. But it was close, actually. I would have just made the 2 point. Then he took this big pass. I mean, he found like a play that I thought he played 5-4, and I thought he was just being sort of fancy and that he was going to just pass. And then he ended up taking. And I was just confused. I didn't see I could make the 3 point, but making the bar was fine. So blitzing slightly. Got it slightly wrong. What is this, a big one? Not hitting. So lots of little mistakes. He came in with a double 3. So far, so good. Okay, apart from the... we still got people. What? We still got people watching. Must be a mistake. Okay, another small mistake. I'm sorry, but I don't have the stomach to look. Okay, and oh right, the 6-5 was bad. Really bad, really bad. And then he played on. So 53 cube, but 4-way, 3-way, I came down, which was fine. He hit me. Is this going to be something? Ah, okay. I just didn't see this. Giving myself an extra builder. I don't know why it screwed me for PR. I only made like, okay, is there more? Could have cleared the 6. It's a 50. So maybe it was just the 6-5. I didn't get that many decisions. But I played a much better match than he did, that's for sure. Honestly, he didn't play too well. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for watching. And probably next Friday. I don't know. We'll see.